Hello friends, and again, so this is my next video. I'm going to learn in this video how to do the Stack Navigator as well as the Tab Navigator using the React navigation. So as usual, this video is only for the beginners, not for the masters or experts. So this video is only for the people who are really willing to learn some stuff in the React Native. So this is my project which I created before Bitcoin. So if you go to the React Native site. In my previous video, one of my video, I just used the React Native router flags. So this is based on the React Navigation API. So I'm gonna remove this guy. I'm directly going to use the React Navigation API. So you can see over here, this is the React Navigation API, and then there is a quick start. So in order to use the StackNavigator, Tab Navigator, and then Drawer Navigator, we need to install the npm package first. So let me install this. So actually, I tried to install before, but I got a permission denied exception. So I'm just using the same command with the sudo. And then this is my login application which I created before. Let's see over here in one of my previous project. I just created this one. So yeah, so this is got installed. So whenever you do the npm install in React Native, you need to run this command always to link the npm modules to the Xcode as well as to the Android Studio. Otherwise, some of the components may not work properly. So don't forget to run this command whenever you install some npm component into the React Native project. So I successfully linked this component. So let me use this. I'm gonna import the Stack Navigator from the React navigation, and then I'm gonna create a root navigator, which is my okay, and then this is the new object, and then this is the first parameter, and then this is the second parameter. So the first parameter will be the list of screens or the list of components, and then we need to give a name for the router. So I'm going to give the name for the router as login for my login screen. So for the login, the screen would be the login component. So I already imported the login component, so we are good now. And then the next will be a Tab Navigator. So in this video, my objective is like, I already have this login screen, as you are able to see. So when I click login, it should go to a Tab Navigator, which means a screen with tabs. So that's the objective. So we don't have the Tab Navigator. So let me create the screen over here, and the screen name as tab. So this is the component. So we don't have this component yet. So I need to create this component. So how we made the Stack Navigator, the same thing we need to do, but this time is the Tab Navigator actually. So if we want to use the Tab Navigator, first we need to import this Tab Navigator from the React navigation. Okay, so one of the tab will be home. The router name is home, and the component of the screen is home.js, and the second tab will be register. So please make sure the screen equal to home means home is the component, the home.js, and then I'm giving the home.js as a navigation name, or the router name as home. You can give whatever you want to give for this, but this should be the component name. So here we go. So we just made all our stuff. So before that, we made this one root navigator. So what we have to do, instead of login, we need to call this root navigator into the app.js. Let me refresh my screen. Can't find variable home because I forgot to import home and register components into the app.js. So I'm gonna use the import to import home from home component, and then import register from src components register. So src components register.js. Okay, let me refresh one more time. Here we go. So when we use the Stack Navigator, by default we are seeing the header. So I don't want to see this header, but before that, let us check what's happening when you click the login button. Nothing is happening because in the login button, you know, on press, this is the touchable opacity I just given. This is the method I'm calling to navigate, but here it's tabs. We don't have any navigator called tabs. What we defined is over here, it's Tab Navigator, and then we given the Tab Navigator a name called Tab Nav. So we need to use this one, the login. So if you want to navigate between page, you need to use this line, this dot props dot navigation dot navigate, and then pass the navigation ID, whatever the ID you have given. So okay, so let me refresh one more time. So now it should go to the tab. I'm facing some issue, something is wrong. Let me see what is wrong. Okay, I forgot to run the iOS one more time. I need to reinstall it. After the link, whenever you do the link, you need to reinstall the app. Otherwise, the new change may not be reflected. And the same thing for Android as well. Not sure that is the root cause, but let's see. Okay. No, this is something else. So let me check whether my syntax is proper or not. This is the Stack Navigator, and yeah, there is no issue with the Stack Navigator. Let me remove this second parameter over here which I have given, and as well as for the Tab Navigator. Something is wrong. Okay, let us debug what's really happening over here. So we'll debug JS remotely, so you will automatically see the developer tools. So let's see what's really happening. So there is no issue, but what is causing the issue? Might be the over here. It's a tab nav, and then we already have the tab nav, and then this is tab nav. Everything's fine. Yeah. So Okay, let me copy the syntax instead of wasting our time. And then, so this is the syntax. So my home will be like home, and then the second will be a tab or tabs. So the tabs will be the same stuff over here. The tabs will be the Tab Navigator. So sorry, I need to change this home to the login. And then in the tab, I need to have this will be the Tab Navigator. And then the first one will be home, and the second one will be register, and same stuff over here. So let's see what's gonna happen. Can't find variable root now. Okay, because we given the name as root now, we need to give the same name over here instead of model stack. Refresh. Here we go. Seems like some syntax issue I made. So you can see over here, this is the register and this is the home. We still see the header over here. So to avoid the header, we need to give some stuff. So what we have to do here is we need to pass the second parameters. So we need to give header mode equal to none, and then mode equal to model. So this stuff header mode is not there. Okay, let me check over here. What is for header? Okay, it is header mode, but what mistake I made? Let me copy this. Okay, I think I need to have another curly brace, because this is like a second parameter into the StackNavigator. Here we go. So I don't see the header anymore, and then you can see home, and then this is register. Okay, so this is the home, just given the title as home, and then the same thing for register as well. So if I go over here, I can give the title as register. So if I refresh the screen, login, register, I can't see the title as register. That's interesting. But let me use the same component or same style, whatever I'm using for the login, on both the home as well as in the register. So please check we have imported the style sheet component, otherwise again we will get a exception. So as well as, let me give the style equal to styles.container, and then same thing in the register.js. So here, if I log in, yeah, here we go, and then register, here we go. Okay, this is fine. So let me check in the Android device emulator. I believe the tab will come at the top. So yeah, so as I said, it's coming in the top. So in order to avoid this one, I think we need to give the tab position. So let me find the desktop or something under the Tab Navigator. So you can see over here they have given the tab bar position. So these are the stuff we need to copy, and then under the Tab Navigator in the app.js. So this is the first parameter, and then this will be the second parameter. Sorry, this will be the. So let me refresh one more time. It's still at the top, so let me change to bottom. Here we go. Now showing some remote debugger. Let me stop the remote debugger. So we should be able to see the tabs, but in Android it's blue color. So we need to add some styling. So before that, let me use the React Native vector icon. So this is React Native component. So I will show this in my next video. So thank you very much. We made a component.